The race is on to buy the WB. So who will be the new owner of Warner Brothers? Paramount Skydance with a possible partnership with the Saudis? Will it be streaming giant Netflix or possibly multimedia telecommunications behemoth Comcast? Who knows? Warner Brothers set a deadline of 11/20/25, which was yesterday, for all prospective bids for the purchase of the company. And then they plan to meet again sometime before Thanksgiving to evaluate them. Now, most people are thinking that we won't hear anything about the results of the bidding until sometime towards the end of the year. I think they'll wait until after the new year, but I could be wrong, and I probably am, but you never know, because it sure feels like things are being fast-tracked now that Zaslav and his pals have finally decided to sell, that is. That, and he's getting one hell of a payday to do so. Now, I think it's still anyone's game at this point, and that has some involved, well, kind of concerned, mainly theater owners. Should Netflix be the eventual winner in all of this? Netflix is or was essentially a streaming company. True, they do have theatrical releases, but they are limited. Netflix's bread and butter platform was built around streaming, and people are worried that should Netflix gain control of WB, that they would eventually kill off all theatrical releases. But they've confirmed that as part of the deal, they would indeed keep studio distribution alive, so hopefully that should ease the mind some. I would think so anyways. Now, there's also the incredibly large elephant in the room, ZACK Snyder. Obviously, he's been dropping major hints, huge hints via Instagram, that he would like to be involved in some major way, provided he gets the opportunity to continue what he started. And if he doesn't want to be involved, well, then let's just say that he sure is one hell of a vindictive son of a bitch who likes to stir shit up, because outside of the WB buyout, he's one of the biggest topics of conversation on social media and entertainment news these days. Even more so right now because of his presumed association with many involved within the potential buyout. Now, I know what some are thinking. Socks, come on. James Gunn's Man of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Clayface, and the forever being postponed Green Lantern series are all huge DC news items. Maybe so. Kinda, I guess, but people are watching, waiting, and wanting to know what happens with this buyout and to see if the Snyderverse will truly live once again. Even the people that despise Snyder's work, and there are many of them out there, just can't seem to keep from yapping and posting and wondering about it. They don't seem to realize that the more they complain and curse Zack on social media, well, the more popular he and the subject become. It's called word of mouth, the best form of advertising. And good or bad, it keeps the subject of Zack Snyder going. So keep on clicking and yapping, all you gun babies. And talking about Zack Snyder, his two latest posts are photos from the movie Sucker Punch. One of Jenna Malone, who played Rocket, and whose birthday just happens to be today. And the second is of Emily Jane Browning, who played Baby Doll. Now, outside of Jenna Malone's birthday, why might that be significant? Well, the lyrics to the song that Zack used in the post of the photo of Emily Jane. They're taken from the song by the White Striped Seven Nation Army. Now, I can't play it here, and I won't reprint any of the lyrics because I don't want to step on Jack White's toes in any way, and I don't want the YouTube police smacking my fingers for doing so. But Zack only uses the first verses of his Instagram post, so it's not hard to figure out why I even mention it if you know the song or if you care to look it up. If you are one of the many that think Zack is sending clues or some kind of a message through his Instagram posts, he certainly might be through this one. But as I've been saying all along, and since Zack started leading us all on this just what in the hell is going on, if anything, Zack Snyder Instagram mystery, the entire thing might not mean anything at all, not one damn thing. It could just be a dude who wants to share some photos he had sitting on a camera or a drive somewhere. But I don't think so. And so, until we do know what Zack Snyder is up to, if anything, and until we know what's going on with WB, who do you think will eventually own WB? Netflix, Comcast, Paramount, Skydance? How will it change things? And do you think it will mean Zack Snyder's return? As always, feel free to leave comments that you might have in the section down below. And if you would, why don't you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next Sock Show. As always, thanks for watching. God bless and Socks out.